Welcome back again. So we're continuing with tax 2 now of paper 3 of the 2019 November IGCSE ICT exams. All right. So you're going to prepare an invoice using a spreadsheet for super disk sales. This company makes and sells storage devices. All prices are in euros, which must be displayed to two decimal places. Sorry, I didn't introduce myself again in this part of the video. My name is Namdi Uche. Let's move on. So take note of this point. It is very important that all currencies must be in euros and then into decimal places. Anything on prices, okay? All right, so let's move forward quickly. Open and examine the files, invoice and then SSD. All right, so let's quickly do that. Invoice. Are you okay? Invoice, and then we'll open SSD as well. So while that is opening, okay. So let's go to SSD. Yep. Okay. All right. So we're supposed to open and examine them. So I like to select all, and then I'll double click on any of the columns for a complete view. All right, so look at them closely, examine them. Okay. All right, so we do the same for this. Select all, expand, and then examine closely. All right, examine closely. Moving forward, using the file invoice.csv, merge cells A1 to G1. Okay. Invoice.csv, where are you? Invoice.csv matches A1 to G1. That's the question, right? A1 to G1. So you can click on merge and center, so it will appear at the center. Okay, to merge all the cells. Okay, merge cells A9 to G9, A9 to G9. So we go back again and say A9 to G9. Okay, click the same thing, merge and center. Format both merge cells to have white center aligned, 36 point sans serif font on a black background. So the background is white, the text color is the background is black, the text color is white. So let's quickly do that. Okay, both of them. Okay, so background. Where are you? Okay, there. Background black, text color white, text color white. Sans serif. Sans serif means no stroke. So you pick a font that doesn't have stroke. I think the Calibri is okay. It doesn't have stroke. There are quite a lot of other fonts that you can pick that doesn't have stroke. So I'll pick Calibri. I'll just leave it at this. Okay, it doesn't have stroke. All right, let's move forward, and then I'll do the same thing here. I think I've not changed the. Okay, let me just change this first, and then the color. Okay, and then it should be 36. Font size should be 36 right there. Okay, what else? Let's look at it. White center aligned, 36 points and serif. Okay, so we're good. Okay, format the top of the spreadsheet to look like this. So let's take this down a bit and see what it looks like. Okay, to look like this. So take note of the sizes of all of this. Try to see what you can do here. Okay, to make it look this way. The same thing with row 10 and row 2. Okay, all right. So let me try to do that quickly. Okay, so you go to row 2, push it up a bit. Go to row 10, push it up a bit. Column J, send it this way a little bit. Okay. Let me see how I can align them side by side for a more comprehensive look. Okay, I think this is close to what I want to achieve. All right, that's that. So this looks a bit bigger than this. Maybe it's just the font they choose. Okay, so I'll scroll this way. Okay, so this should be the font should the text should wrap. Okay, the text of this is going to wrap, the text of this is equally going to wrap. I'll show you how to do that after now quickly. Which other texts are going to wrap? So let's see if we can get those ones that are going to wrap as well. Okay. Okay, unit price is equally going to wrap. So we have to move this a little this way. What else? Number of items equally going to wrap. Okay. This product code is equally going to wrap. Okay, and then they should all be centered. Okay, apart from that, I think we've basically done touched every other area. Okay, this is going to wrap, it's going to wrap. Okay, now this is showing as 0, 0.1, 0.1. You can still make it 0%. It wouldn't make much of a difference when you're calculating. Excel is going to take note of that. So let me just change it. But even if I leave it at this, Excel is going to take note of it and convert it appropriately when it's time to do any calculations. Okay, 20, yes. Okay, all right, so this is what we have. Okay, since they say it should be like this, so that's why I'm making it to look like this. All right, so I'm going to maximize this and quickly wrap them like I said I was going to wrap them. Wrap, and then sorry, that was my colleague. Wrap text. Okay, sorry, wrap text and center and centralize. Yeah, center. Center. Good. Center again this way. Okay. We're probably going to wrap this center and wrap. The same with every other thing here. So I'll just wrap and centralize. Okay. Let me look at them again. Spending so much time here. It should be at the center. They all should be at the center. Okay, so I position them there. Okay, which is okay. And then they are bolded. Okay, they are in bold. So this was bold. Okay. Is there anything we've not touched here? Basically, we've touched everything that we need to touch. Okay. I think the lines should equally appear, right? Okay, let's do that up to this point. Okay, the border lines should appear, odd border. Okay. Seems to have a little challenge here. We've not done the same thing we did for others here, so we need to do the same thing. Okay, we would centralize them and wrap them. Okay, centralize and wrap them. Okay, and position them at the center. This look good. I hope we're correct here. Okay, we're not told to do any of those there, but I took the liberty to do that. I just want them to match, to be the same format with every other thing that we have. All right, that's basically it. Okay, is there any other thing that we've missed? Nothing else, I think. Nothing else, I think. Just going through it. Very important to go through it and confirm if there's anything that you've missed. Okay, so moving forward. Quickly, at the bottom of the spreadsheet format, only the cells which contains text to be bold and look like this. Okay. So we're equally supposed to do that there. So that's all. That means we're correct. We're thinking right. Okay. So I'll quickly do that. Just make them look bold. That's basically the only thing we've not done. So I'll pick and I'll select one and hold my control key down so that I can select all of them, and then make the effect to happen at once. Okay, so that's basically what we need to do there. Okay, we need to um, wrap this one as well. Okay, yeah, I think the price before discount, we've done that already, so we just need to wrap this. This is what is left to wrap. Okay, good. So we're in business, right? Yep, it looks like that. Okay, we're good to go. That's all. That's all. Now save this as a spreadsheet with the file name invoice underscore followed by your center number underscore candidate number. Okay, so I'm equally gonna do that quickly. File, save as. I'll save it in the same folder. It is important for all of the work to be in the same folder. Okay, so underscore. What's my center number? My center number 001 underscore candidate number 100. Please remember to use your candidate number and center number. Make no mistakes with this. Save it as the spreadsheet document format that you're using. So I'm using Excel, so I'm saving it as Excel workbook. All right, so I'll click on save. Good. So let's move forward. So we're done with that. Step 2. Please, it is important for you to always mark, you tick this, okay, at every point you tick it. Very, very important. Okay, you tick the points that you've answered. This one, if you are done with that, you tick so that you can easily remember what you've done and what you've not done. Okay, place the text invoice date followed by an automated date left aligned in the header. Automated date left aligned in the header. Okay, so I can just click here. Okay, what's the name of this again? Page layout to see the header. Okay, so you go to the header left align. So you do it this way. Edited by invoice date. So you put a formatted date. So you put, is it date or time? Sorry, I don't remember that anymore. Automated date. Okay, so you pick current date. Okay, so you've done that. All right, so once you click out, the actual date is going to appear. Good, it has appeared. All right, moving forward. What do we have here? Okay, header. Now place your name, center number, and candidate number right aligned in the footer. Right align in the footer. Your name, center number, candidate number right align in the footer. So you go to the footer. Quickly just scroll down while you're still in your page layout view. Scroll down quickly. Okay, I'll use this. Scroll down quickly and okay. Did they say right align? I think. So your name and you can put your comma, center number. Okay, so let me take away this comma here. Center number. Candidate, is this center number, candidate number first? Okay, can't remember. Okay, let's just confirm that. Very important. Place your name, center number, candidate number. Okay, my center number is 2001, my candidate number 100. Please remember this. If you make any mistakes with this, your school will write a report on your behalf. Trust me. Okay, all right. So we've done that. Right aligned. Okay, so we're good. Okay, step 3. Place functions in cells C12 to F12 to look up the make, model, capacity, unit price of this item using the product code for the lookup value and the external file SSD for the array. Okay, so we are going to, let me take this out this way so we can easily see. Okay, let me go to the normal view. Okay, all right, so we're looking for this. Okay, so the instruction is for us to look for place the function in cell C12. So let's go to C12 first. Cell C12, which is here. Okay, so we're looking for to make to look up. So we want to look up make from the other file SSD. Okay, we're looking up make. Okay, from SSD. and then we're using the product code as the lookup value, okay, and then whereas the rest of the values on the table will become the table array. So let's quickly do that. Okay, so let me maximize this quickly. Okay, so I'll go to more functions, lookup, VLOOKUP. You can go to all. I'll just do VLOOKUP, and then I'll search, find it. Okay, so this is one way to do it. You can just decide to come to this point and type equals VLOOKUP. It will still work, but I don't know why I prefer this. I just prefer this. Okay, so what is our lookup value? Our lookup value is this, okay, the product code. So whatever we have here, look for the equivalent in the make field. Okay, so the table array becomes this. Okay, we're getting this as our table array. Okay, remember you're picking all of the values excluding the title of the table. Please take note of that. And then the index. Okay, the index is what you have to check. This is 1 2 3 4, so make is in number 4, column 4, the column index number. Okay, so are we looking for the exact match? If it is, if we're not looking for the exact match, you say true. If we are looking for the exact match, well, I don't know, you use false for the exact match. If it is not the exact match, you use true. Okay, so let's not get all wrapped up in grammatical problems. Thank you. All right, so now it is showing me not available because there is nothing here. All right, there is nothing there. So for us to confirm that it is working, okay, we're going to quickly go to SSD1. So if we type SSD1 in the product code column, we're supposed to find Samsung. If we type SSD9, we're supposed to find Kingston. Okay, so let's quickly do that and see if our formula is working. SSD1 is supposed to give us Samsung. Yes, it's working. Okay, so if we type SSD9, it will give us Kingston. Yes, it's working. Okay, so that means we're correct right there. Okay, so we need to do the same for 1 2 3. So make model capacity. Okay, that's what the question is saying, right? Make model capacity. Okay, and unit price. So we do the same for both of them, for all of them. So I'll just come here. I'll just come here and copy this code. Okay. Okay. Yes, I think I made a mistake right there. Okay, so I'm going to Ctrl Z. Okay. So I'll just come and copy this code and then press enter. So the formula is still there. So I'll come this way and paste it. Okay. So the model is in what column? So the only thing you need to change here is the column index number. Okay, the model is in 1 2 3 4 5. Model is in column 5. So all I have to do is to change the column index number to 5 right there. Column index number 5 right there. So after that, we now go to capacity. We just paste the same thing there and change the column index number. What is the column index number for capacity? Capacity is 1 2 3. So 3 is the column index number. I'll just change this to 3. Okay, that. What is the unit price? I'll come here and do Ctrl V. Unit price would be 1 2, column 2. So I'll just change this to 2. Okay, so basically we've done everything we need to do. So let me just double click on this to expand completely so I can see what I have there. Okay, so you see basically if you change this, others will equally change. You see, and they will be exact match to what you have in the SSD document there. All right, so let's move forward. I think we've done that already. So what we have here, so place functions in C12 to F12. So we've done that already, C12 to F12. Yeah. Okay. For the array data. Okay. Next bullet point. Make sure that if no data is entered in the product code column, then nothing is displayed in each of these cells. There are 3 ways I can think of that we can achieve this. Okay, I will try one of them in each, and let's see how that works. Okay, number 1 would be, you need an if statement. If this place is empty, don't display anything, but if it is otherwise, display something. So if it's not empty, you display something. So I'll put if. Okay, if here, I will now say if A12 equals nothing, display nothing, otherwise display something, display the VLOOKUP, look up the value for me. So I'll just press enter. Yes, I think it's going to work. So if I put here, if I leave here empty, all of that will show me not available, meaning there's an error here, but this one will not do that for me. Okay, so this is one way to do this. Another way to do this is to use a different criteria in your if statement. So I'll do if this is, I'll do if this is this simply means sorry, what did I do? Okay, if okay, I think I'm still okay now. So if A12 has something inside, so this is like a negation of the other one I did. Do this, but otherwise display nothing. Okay, so I think they should work. Let me hit my enter key. Yes, it's working. So it simply means if this one, if there's something inside, okay, if there is a value inside of cell A12, look up for me, otherwise do the opposite. So this is just a negation to this other one. Okay, let me think of another one. I think there's a function called if NA, and then I'll close this. If not available, if NA means if not available, display nothing, otherwise do the lookup for me. So I think I can press my enter now. Let's see, it's working. So you see, so I can use this or that, but I think this is the one from previous exams. They've been using this mostly in the mark scheme. Okay, so you can choose to use this. Okay, you can choose to use any of them. It will still work. I think the examiners will give leverage. They may not look for an exact match. You must not use this, I think. So you can use any of this. It will still work. So you will still achieve the same thing. Okay, all right. So this one, I can just choose any of them. Let me use the if any. It's if not available. It's easy, right? Well, I don't know. It's for you to decide if it is easy or not. So I'm still achieving the same thing. Okay, moving forward. What do we have now? Replicate these functions for rows 13 to 23. Rows 13 to 23 down there. All right. There's something I want us to do about the price, so that the dollar sign, the pound, euro sign they requested will just appear at once when we have values inside. Okay, euros. You remember before now there were no signs appearing. Okay, so let me do SSD1 and then okay, this is looking empty. Why is that? This is also empty. okay, if not available, I think I made a mistake. If, hold on, okay, maybe I should have dropped this way. Delete this. Sorry about that. I think this is what we're supposed to have. Yes, very correct. So this is what we're supposed to have. Aha. So this is supposed to be, this is the value if true. Sorry about that. Okay, so take note of that. Okay, so you can have such problems. So it's your ability to be able to understand what you did wrong. Okay, so the euro sign is appearing now. Okay, so that we can now replicate what we have across board. So all you have to do is to click on this. Okay, click on this, right, and then replicate. Look at that small green small green box there, and bring it down. You've replicated. You do the same thing, bring it down. You've replicated the same thing, bring it down. You've replicated, and then bring it down. You've replicated. The equations are all showing there. You can see them in the formula bar, right? They are all showing. Okay, so where are we? We replicated. Okay, place in cell G12 a formula to multiply the number of items by the unit price. So go to cell G12 and multiply number of items by unit price. Cell G12. Okay, number of items. So we have equals number of items times unit price. Then you can press your enter. Okay, so it will show you £0 because there's nothing in the number of items. So if I just put 10 there, it's supposed to give me 840. Okay, you're not seeing anything here because the space here is too small, so I need to expand that. Good, you're seeing it. All right, so let's move forward then. What do we have? Place and say, okay, we've done that. Make sure that if no data is entered in the number of items column, then nothing is displayed in this cell. So we need to do the same thing. We need to do the same thing here. So we do our if and a. Anyone you like to, okay, let me use the other one. If this is this, is not this, then else this. I hope I'm right. Okay, I think I'm right. Okay, very right. Okay, so let me try and delete what I have there. All right, it's gone. Good. So it's working. It's working. Okay, moving forward. Okay, we've done that. Replicate this formula for rows 13 to 23. So we do the same thing for this. To 23. Okay, good. So we're good to go. Okay, moving forward now. Okay. Step 5. Yeah, we're done with step 4. Step 5. Place in cell B24 a function to calculate the total number of items ordered. In cell B24, the total number of items ordered. Cell B24, this is here, total number of items ordered. So all you have to do is to select all of, okay, just click on cell B24, auto sum, that's it, just press your enter. So it's speaking from B13, yeah, I mean from B12, sorry, to B23, which is good. So you can see it's giving us the total. So if I put 2 here, it will make it 12 for me. Got it? Okay. I'm just noticing something here. Did you guys notice that as well? Okay, because there is no value here. Okay, let me do SSD 9. No, SSD 9. Okay. I don't see any problem here. Okay, let's move forward. Place in cell G24 a function to calculate the total number of price column. Total number of price column. Total number of price column. Okay, total number of the price. Cell G24. G24. Total price. Okay, G24 is here. Total number of price. Okay, so you do the same thing. Auto sum. So it will pick that up. You just press your enter. Okay, remember it's picking from there to there, so you have G12 to G23. Okay, moving forward. Okay, so basically that is it. Place in a cell E25 nested if functions to display the discount rate percentage referring to the data in columns 1 and J depending upon the total number of items ordered. Note that the discount rate in cell J6 is used if the total number of items ordered does not meet the criteria of cells I3 to I5. Okay, let me just explain this. This is what they are looking for. Okay, let me run through it step by step. Place in cell nested if. So we are looking for cell E25. So go to E25. Go to E25. Let me make mine a little smaller so we can have all of them at once. Okay, expand it. Okay, good. There we are. I hope it's not too tiny for you. Okay, so this is E24. E24. See E24, E25. Sorry. E25, good. Okay. Alright, place in cell E25 nested if function to display the discount rate percentage, referring to the data in columns 1 and columns I and J. This data here. Okay. Okay, depending upon the total number of items ordered. Okay. So it simply means that if the person's order is less than 10, you should calculate, there should be no discount, 0% discount rate. If the order is less than 20, you should have 5% discount rate. So like that. So from 0 to 9, no discount. From 10 to 19, 5% discount. From 20 to 49, 10% discount. And then if the order is above all of this, 20% discount. So this is the way you're going to have it. So you're calculating the discount rate, okay? So I can increase this a little bit so we can do it together. Okay, I hope you can see my screen. It's not looking too small, right? It's not looking too small. I want to be able to capture all of them at once. Okay, so now that I am here, so I am going to say discount rate. Discount rate equals, so I will calculate if, I'll open my brackets, if where total number of items, if B24 is less than 10, it should return this as the discount. Okay, if it is less than 10, yeah, it should return 0 as the discount. If it is less than 10, then this else. Let me just put up a message and say, what happened? Sorry, I must have done something terrible. Okay, I wanted to put up a message in between here. I wanted to put up a message, and if it is less than 10, there should be no discount. But if it is not less than 10, you should see not less than 10. I'm just using this to troubleshoot, okay? If it is less than, not less than 10. Okay, so I'll leave this at that. Now you see the message has appeared because this is more than 10. So if I reduce this to 6 and I press enter, you see the discount rate. No discount rate at all. No discount for this person at all. You see, 0 discount. You understand the idea now? All right, good. So now the other conditions, you add them inside of here. Okay, you put the if. So it's if inside of if inside of if. Okay. All right. So I am going to remove this, and then I will put another if here, and then put this condition. Okay, hold on. I think there's a mistake I made here earlier, so I need to fix that. If it is less than this, I don't want to pick the values, to type the values myself. Let it be coming from there. Yes, if it is less than that, let this happen. Okay, now I'll come back again and say B24 less than 20, that is I4 issued, get P5 for me, J4 for me. Okay, and then another, so another comma again. Should we put another comma here? Okay, so another if will now go inside of here. Okay, comma here. If this condition is not met, another if will now go in. If B24 is less than 50, then get 10% for us. If this fails finally, that means the person's order is greater than 10, greater than 20, greater than 50. So you should give a 20% discount for that. So if that is the case, return this. So you need to check how many ifs that we have here already, and then your close bracket should match them. So we have 1, 2, 3 ifs. So so we need 3 of that. I think it should work. Typo error. We found a typo in your formula and try to correct it to okay, it should be 4 of it. Okay, 4. I accept the correction. Good. Okay. So you see, this is what we call nested if function. When you say nested function, it means a function inside of another function. Okay, so you have 3 ifs. Okay, 2 ifs inside of 1 if. All right. So so this is how you check multiple conditional statements. Okay, so I have 0 here because this order is less than is 8. So let me increase this order to 12. You will notice that it will give you is it 5% or 2% discount? Let me check. It will give you 5% discount. You see 0.05 there, right there. Good. So if I change this to 2, if I make it up to 20, so let me make this 8. So that means the person's order, it has up to 20 number of items. Okay, to give you 10% discount. You understand now? So that is the whole idea. So if the person's number of items ordered for, they are up to 100. So let me just make this 99. Of course, you see 20% discount. So let me just quickly expand it. So this is the way it works. Okay. All right. That is the idea there. All right. I hope I've answered that question. That does not mean okay. So all of that has been handled. So that is what all of that story is saying. So please, you need to think a little about that. Okay, place in cell G25 a formula to calculate the discount amount, which is the discount rate multiplied by price before discount. Okay, go to cell G25 first. Go there, cell G25, that is G25. What does it do? G25. Okay, let me increase this a bit. I think we've done the explanation that we need to do. G25. What should be there? Discount rate times, that's multiplied by the price before discount. So you have equals discount rate. Where are you? This is the discount rate. Multiplied by price before discount. Price before discount, which is this. You press your enter. So this is now the discount that this customer is going to have. All right. So moving forward. Place in cell G26 a formula to calculate the total, which is the price before discount minus the discount. Okay, G26, which is here, price before discount minus the discount itself. So that will become the total price the customer is going to pay. Okay, so we do equals price before discount minus discount. Okay, so this becomes the amount the customer is going to pay after the discount. All right, so what do we have here? Okay, place in cell G26. Okay, we've done that already. Okay, number 10 says apply appropriate formatting to all cells containing numeric values in rows 12 to 26. Apply appropriate formatting to all cells containing numeric values in row 12 to 26. Okay, which is mostly the pound sign that is supposed to be there. I think it's showing with 2 decimal places. Is there any other thing we need to format here? Nothing else. That's basically it, my brother. Okay, let's move forward. Okay. Rows 12 to 26. 12, 26. I think we're good. Okay, save your spreadsheet. Print the entire spreadsheet showing the values. So you save and then you print, okay, showing the values. Please note you will not yet have entered data into this invoice. So that means we're deleting everything that we've entered. We're not deleting everything, we're deleting this. Okay, delete this, delete this, delete this. I'm checking why this price is showing me nothing. Okay, because I picked if B12. Should it be B12 or unit price? B12 or F12? Okay. Okay, it does B12. Okay, B12 times F12. Okay, let's just move on. No, it's trying to confuse me here. Okay, save your spreadsheet, print the entire spreadsheet showing the value. That's okay. So we're going to print this showing values. Nothing should be inside. Nothing should be inside. Okay, nothing should be inside. Nothing should be inside. So I think I should take this out as well. Nothing inside. So this is what you're supposed to have. All of these are supposed to still be there. Okay. Okay. So you have to print this. Print the whole of this. Okay. That's the instruction you print. Make sure it's appearing in one. I think it should appear in one sheet. Okay. Make sure the printer fits on a single page. Okay, on a single page. Contents of all cells are fully visible with no split words. Contents of all cells are fully visible with no split words. Okay. Grid lines are displayed. Row and column headings are displayed. Row and column headings are displayed. So the one way to make sure of that is to click on view, and then is it view? Yep, headings. Yeah, here. That is when the headings will appear. Okay, if it is not showing, it will not appear. You see. Is it here? Let me be sure of that. Okay, yes, on that page layout. Good. On that page layout. For printing, if you want the head to appear, you click on this. That is when the head is going to appear. So I will try and do Ctrl P. You see the headings and the row head, the column headings and the row heading is appearing here. So if I had unchecked this and did Ctrl P, it will not appear. You see, the row heading and the column heading, they are not appearing. Okay, good. Okay, so that is what you should do. Take note of that. Where are we? I think we've spent so much on this part already. Okay, make sure that you have entered your name, that I've done that already. Print your spreadsheet showing the formula. Okay, make sure it is in landscape orientation. Okay, the row and column headings are displayed. Okay, so it will still be checked. The contents of all cells are fully visible. All right, so you go to show the formula. What do you do to show the formula? What do you do? The formulas, and you click show formula. Okay, so everything is going to appear. Now you must show the formulas. They must be fully visible. So I selected all, and then I'll just double click on that, and then it is fully visible. They need to see the formula that you've used. Okay, fully visible. All right, the formula must be fully visible. Okay. So so you print this in landscape. So page layout, go to orientation, landscape. The previous one was in portrait. Okay, so you can print this now. Okay, remember they did not say it must appear on one sheet. They never said so. So this is going to give you like a 2-page work. One page will be here, and then the other page will be here. Two or three pages. Okay, so that's what you're going to get. Okay. No, don't mind me. So you can print like this, okay? You can print like this. I'm just trying to see how I can reduce this, but I think there's a way out of this. Good. So I've reduced them to fit in correctly. So you are supposed to print this, okay? I hope you notice what I did. The same thing I did to expand them so that they will fit in correctly, I did to the column, to the row as well, so that they can fit in correctly as well. Okay, the row column heading are displayed. The contents of all cells are fully visible. We've achieved that. Print. Make sure that you have entered it. We've done that already. Okay, so I'm assuming at this stage you've printed. So let's go to step 13. Okay, so I am going to go to formula and take out the formula. I don't want to see it. Okay, and then I'll click on all and bring them all back to the way they were. Okay, like this. Okay. If you feel like reducing, okay, if you like doing this, you're free to go back and check on them. Price before discount. I just want to ensure uniformity. Okay, that's all I want to ensure, so that everything will appear the way they were looking in that paper there. Okay, so let's try to solve this problem. Before this invoice will be used, it needs to be tested. Test 1 will use normal data including item SSD1. Okay, so test 1, this is what we have. In your evidence document, edit the evidence one table to look like this. So first of all, we'll go to your evidence document. You have that already, so we'll have to edit it to look like this. Alright, so let's go through it quickly. SSD1. Hold on. Okay, so you have test 1, sorry, test type normal, SSD1, first product Y, first product in the data source. Okay, so these ones are supposed to be clues, okay, to help you remember, to guide you to what your answer will look like, okay, in G12. I hope I'm right. In G12. Okay, good. Excuse me. Okay, so that's it. Okay. Is it examine the? I'm looking at the time. I've spent so much already on this. Okay, examine the formula in cell G12 and use this to complete the table identifying. So the formula in cell G12. Where is cell G12? Cell G12. Okay, which is there. Okay. So what formula do we have? Okay. The cell reference where SSD will be entered. So we are supposed to fill up these columns. So where will SSD1 be entered? So you put the cell reference there. Okay. So SSD1 is supposed to enter into, where are you? SSD1 is supposed to enter into A12. So you come this way and you put your SSD1. Okay, so you put your A12 there. A12 there. Okay. What else? Another appropriate item of test data that would be used with SSD1 to complete test 1. Okay, SSD1, another test data. So you put that one here. Okay. Okay, so SSD1. Remember that you're calculating B12, which is number of items, and unit price to give you the price. So if you want to confirm the price, what if I want to do a test data? I want to use, let's say for instance, I want to use 10 or 20 as the case may be. Okay, and then I want to do 20 times whatever price I'll have here. So let me put SSD1 here. Okay, if you notice, I will expand this quickly. If you notice, I'll have 840 here. So it simply means that 10 times 84 euros will give me 840 euros. Okay, so you need this to accompany this so that you can test to get the result of the price. Is that okay? Okay. So I think we've done that. The cell reference where this item of test data will be entered. The cell reference. So we'll go to the cell reference. What is the cell reference? Test data item. That will be cell B12. So we'll go to the evidence document and we'll say B12, and the data that we're entering is 10. Okay. I choose 10. You can choose any other number. Okay, but I choose 10 for easy calculations. You know, I can easily tell. Okay, I can use 20. Okay, I can even use 5. But 10 is easy. You just add a 0, right? Okay. Moving forward. Mostly when it comes to testing, you use a number that it will be easy for you to understand. You don't need a calculator to help you out. Okay, so expected outcome in G12. Expected outcome. Okay, expected outcome in G12. Okay, so which is 840 euros. 840 euros. Okay, that is expected outcome. Okay, expected outcome in G12. 840, and then it should be in euros. So you go to insert symbols, you look for euros, and that is it. Okay, all right, what next? The cell reference where this okay, where this item of test data will be entered. I think I've done that. Why you should select this item of test data? Okay, my reason, like I said, because it was easy to calculate. I think It was easy for me to calculate, easy to calculate. Most times when I'm doing a test, I like using easy numbers to calculate, like 10, 1. You can even use 1. 1 is easy. Okay, easy to calculate. Sorry about that. Easy to calculate. Okay. So you can say because it is easy to calculate. If you want to go that broad, feel free. The expected outcome from test that will be that I think I've done that also. Okay, so this is what it will look like. We filled all of the boxes there. Okay. Any other thing that we've missed? That's step 13. Okay, step 14. Okay. Evidence 1. Edit and complete the table in your evidence document. Okay, so we've done that already. Enter the address as shown and format it like this. You go to, okay, format it like this. Okay, no, not there. It should be, yeah, here. Okay, the address as shown. So you go to super that, and then you edit this Tawara technology solutions. We come to the next one. 32 Acacia Avenue. Okay, go to next one. Tawara. No, I didn't ask for all of this. Okay, 4, 5, 6, 7, 3. All right, that's that. Okay, should be dealt with. Let me finish up and then I'll see how I can align this to this other side if need be. Okay, enter the items into the invoice like this. So you enter the items into the invoice. I'll work on that, aligning this if there's need to do that. Enter the items. What items we entering? SSD 8 and then SSD 34. Then here should be 10 and there should be 1. Okay. Any other thing? Okay, that's all. Print only cells A1 to G24 showing the values. A1 to G24 showing the values. Make sure that printer fits on a single page. Rows and column headings are not displayed. Take note of this. Contents of all cells are fully visible with no split words. No split words. You don't have a word that is cut in half. Okay, so let's come back here. I hope you know why this is showing not enough space. Okay, so we have this, we have that. Okay, scroll down this way. Okay, you see this one is cut in half. Aha, so watch it. This kind of a thing shouldn't happen. Okay, so that's just it. So they want this to be fully visible. Oh, no, not that one. Sorry, this to be fully visible. Okay. All right. Any other thing? So 0.5, that's 5% goes up to 11. Okay. So that's that. So you print this. Yeah, the instruction on printing. Cells A1 to G24. A1 to G24. So you go to A1. G24. G24, G25. This, let's confirm. G26, sorry. All right. So since you're up to there, the instruction is that it must appear fits on a single page. Rows and column headings are not displayed. So let's go to rows and column heading. We will fit the single page thing later. Rows and column heading, that should be page layout. The heading should not appear. Okay. Columns are fully visible, not split words. I think we've done that already. Okay. Contents of all cells are fully visible, not split words. Okay. Printout. Okay, so let's look at the printout fitting into one page. So this is how you print. You select first of all, and then you come to your printer setting, and then you do print selection. Okay, every other thing that was not selected before now will not appear. Did they specify if it is landscape or portrait? They didn't specify, so we can choose whatever we want. Okay, so you can now can choose landscape, portrait. I think it will still work. Okay, so that's that. Any other thing, and then you print. Okay, print your work. All right, so I think that's that for now. So when we come back, we're going to talk about tax 3. Okay, tax 3. Okay, and then we'll look into it closely. Thank you all very much for your time. Keep safe, stay safe. Okay, please find time to like our videos, subscribe to them, hit the notification button so that in case we have anytime we post, you can always be the first to know. And then make a comment, get across to us if there are any particular years you want us to treat, let me know, and we will handle that and upload the video for you all to share. Thank you all very much. I'll see you guys